Hello everyone and welcome to my very first video of Gunnar Modi, and I'm going to of course talk about the transfers which are going around for Arsenal as we are into the last week of the transfer market. Of course I have a screen here, so I'm going to look into the screen because I cannot remember the whole script. So of course I'll be looking here and there, so do not punish me for that. And of course do let me know what you think about my opinion and everything as well. Make sure that you comment, like and subscribe, and with that let's start the video. And here is the transfer roundup for the last week of the transfer window. I definitely think that there is one thing which Arsenal should definitely sign is a striker. Either they should sign a winger, especially a Saka backup, and or either a striker. And that is one thing which we definitely need. Our defense, I think, is more or less sorted. As far as defense is concerned, I think we are a little overloaded now. I think Jacob Kivior is a player who I think will be an outgoing player. And as far as my knowledge is concerned, and as far as what I have read in the blogs and everywhere, I genuinely think that Jacob Kivior is going to leave, but he will only leave if there is a permanent move available for him. I don't think that there will be any loan moves for him, especially a loan move without obligation to buy. I don't think Arsenal is going to opt for that. Apart from that, one more player who I definitely think is going to leave is Aaron Ramsdale, and he definitely should as well because he is still in the prime of his career. He's a wonderful keeper, and he surely deserves a bigger team for himself as well. I don't think he should go to a relegation battling team. I think he definitely should go for one of the top teams in Europe, and I think he's linked with the team. I think he's linked with the likes of Ajax, Southampton, and Wolves, as far as my knowledge is concerned. And I definitely think that he will not get a direct permanent move. I think he will definitely have a loan move plus obligation to buy, but there will be an obligation to buy because I don't think he has any future left for him at Arsenal. Anywho, I think he had a wonderful career here, and he did have mistakes in him, but I do think he's still a wonderful keeper to have. But too good to be a backup keeper at Arsenal as well. So I think a move away from Arsenal is definitely on cards for him, and he should definitely opt for that. Yeah, moving on. Yeah, let's come back to the attack. And when I'm talking about attack, one place we are very sorted right now after defense is the midfield. Mikel Merino has already signed for Arsenal, and I definitely feel one player who should definitely leave is Eddie Nketiah. No offense, he has been a good servant for Arsenal, but the level which he is at right now, I don't think he deserves to be in the starting 11. Hard worker and a brilliant player, but can be better and should be better, I think, in a year or two, having more game time and more game experience. I think he definitely is on a move away from Arsenal Football Club, and I think he will be going to Crystal Palace as far as my knowledge is concerned on a permanent move. I think it is around 25 million pounds plus 5 million add-ons as far as my knowledge is concerned. Again, what I've been reading, and yeah, that's about it. Um, but coming back to the attackers, I definitely think that Arsenal do need an attacker. Either we need a winger, an elite winger to give a backup to Saka, or we need definitely a striker, which allows Gabriel Jesus to go on the wings to be a Saka backup. And as I have talked about in my shorts video as well, that Gabriel Jesus is a wonderful, wonderful striker. If I can say, I would correct myself that he is actually a better winger than a striker as far as my knowledge is concerned, because the way he moves the ball, the way he dribbles around, and the way he creates chances for the team, I think it's brilliant. But when it comes to striking, but when it comes down to striking the ball ruthlessly into the net, I think he lacks that instinct, a striker instincts, if I can say so. So we definitely need an attacker, which allows Gabriel Jesus to go on the wings. So I think, and the profile I think which Arsenal is looking for is an Osimhen or a Gyökeres kind of a striker, which are two brilliant strikers. Don't even get me started on what Gyökeres is. Gyökeres is a ruthless striker. I think he has played around 3 matches and he already has 6 goals, and he has already had his hat trick in one of those games. I think in the second game he scored a hat trick. So if I'm given a choice to think about an Osimhen or a Gyökeres, I would definitely go for a Gyökeres. I know it sounds surprising, but Gyökeres is someone who will provide more to the style of Arsenal than Osimhen. But Osimhen is also a brilliant, brilliant striker. Nevertheless, I think a ruthless player. And the wingers, I think Arsenal is linked with are I think around four wingers which Arsenal is heavily linked. One is Adingra from Brighton. The links have started picking up about him lately, like in a day or two. And these other two wingers which are heavily linked are from Bayern, Coman and Sane, Leroy Sane, with whom Arteta has already worked with at Manchester City. And of course, Sterling from Chelsea has also come into picture, with whom again Arteta has worked at City. But my again suggestion and my again wish is that we get a striker like a Gyökeres and move Jesus on the wing. And if we go for a winger, I think Sane and Coman are serial winners, with whom we can go. Sterling, I think, is not of that caliber anymore, which he used to be. And Adingra is still a is a backup, if I can say so. I think he's a good player, but he requires a lot of how do I say this? That he requires still a lot of experience to be an elite, to be called an elite. And I think Saka backup needs to be elite because Saka is a brilliant player. And to take Saka off the game, we need someone uh, who is of his caliber. And seems like Reece Nelson is also going to leave with a loan plus obligation to buy. The problem with the likes of Ramsdale and Jacob Kivior and Reece Nelson has been the salaries, as far as my knowledge is concerned, because they have so hefty salaries that smaller clubs are unable to afford them. So let's see what happens. And I do feel like that there is a big surprise waiting for us, the Gunners, if I can say that. There is a big surprise, as Edu has already stated in his interview, that wait till the end of the window and you won't be disappointed. So, and Edu has done a fabulous job. If you can look at the likes of Leno, Arsenal has again got 2 million because Fulham has not delegated. So when Leno was sold for like merely, I think, 5 million pounds or 8 million pounds. I don't know. I don't remember the fee. But when he was sold for a very less amount, everyone questioned him. But I think now it is. I think now it is materializing very well for him. So yeah, these are my thoughts for Arsenal, and let's see what you guys have. Also, if you have any opinion, if you feel like if I've said anything wrong, please do share your opinion in the comment, and please share love. Do not be too ruthless on me. And on that note, thank you so much.